as I make my breakfast, I will be making a very simple avocado toast. So let's get started. It is currently spring break here in New York, and so I'm going to be off from work this whole week. As you might know, I'm a teacher. But unfortunately, even though it's spring break, it's somehow still really cold. That's a pretty nice tiny avocado. It is still pretty cold, and so hence the very wintry attire that I'm wearing today. I actually don't think I've ever worn this sweater on any videos, so let me give you a good look. A friend gave it to me. Isn't it so cool? It has some hot dogs, pizza slices, apples, a Metro card, bagel, a little coffee mug to go, whatever these Italian pastries are called, and just a bunch of different New York City staples. I also really like it because even though I know the apple is for New York City, it makes me think of teaching. So yeah, it's still pretty cold in here, and so I still haven't gotten to plan any really springy activities, though I've been tracking what would you call that, the cherry blossom tracker that the New York City Botanical Garden has, so that I can go and take a look at the cherry blossoms. I've gone maybe 2 or 3 years, and honestly it's always worth it. They're so pretty, and you can also just go one of the days that it's free, so you don't even have to spend any money on it. I'm gonna try to do this as quietly as I can. So today I am making myself an avocado toast because I have a little bit more time to eat breakfast than usual. Usually I don't have much time, and so honestly what I do most days is I just eat a banana before I leave home, and then that's it until lunchtime. Unfortunately, they're doing some construction literally right outside my place. So if you hear any noise from that, I apologize. Hopefully it's not too bad. I think just half of that should be enough. I'm a big fan of lime and lemon. By the way, my husband always says I add too much to anything I make, but the more the better. these tomatoes are, I feel like, on their last days, but I only need a couple anyway. Actually, maybe 3, 4. 4 should be enough. So, my plans for spring break were to do like a deep clean and spring cleaning in the apartment. You know, spend a lot of time with family and friends and record a lot of ASMR videos. Unfortunately for me, I ended up spending the first 3 whole days of my spring break sick. I feel like there's something about being a teacher where like your body is just in constant like fight or flight mode, honestly. And then every time that you finally go out on break, your body's like, oh perfect, we can finally take some rest. And the way it does it is, it just gets sick. I guess to make sure I do stay in bed and properly rest, otherwise I'd just be go 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 during the entire vacation as well, to be honest. So I haven't done anything that I had planned to do. The apartment has not been cleaned. I've not even gone to see my mom. Haven't even socialized at all. We're not off to a great start. So I usually like my avocado toast on sourdough bread, but unfortunately I don't have any, so this will have to do. And I don't think you can see it from there, but I have a teensy Black & Decker toaster on the side. My husband put back the bread with nothing to keep it close, so I'll just... I feel like, is this just me or is this everyone? We just have like a huge bag of, you know, those little things, those little wires and rubber bands. I just feel like every household probably has one of those, but maybe it's just me. flavors that are perfect for small leftovers like the lime. And that was our bread. Looking pretty good. Okay. So, I'm finally feeling better. And the plan today is I have to go tutor one of my tutoring clients. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this in any of my other videos, but I do tutor on the side just to make a little bit of extra income. Honestly, like almost every single teacher I know does something on the side for extra income. Just the pay is not as great. A lot of teachers, they either tutor. I know a few that are like travel agents. What else? Oh, I know a couple that do real estate. Yeah, honestly, just whatever people can think of to like increase their income. And I know I shouldn't complain because teachers in New York City still get paid like way better than I know teachers in a lot of states. I don't know how teachers in other states do it, to be honest. They probably also need a lot of like extra side hustles, but yeah, people just do whatever they need to stay afloat. Oh, I forgot to make myself a drink. Okay, so this is what it looks. Our little avocado toast. Of course, I took my one plate that's chipped. Let's ignore that. I know it doesn't look too appealing on the regular bread slice, but trust me, it's still pretty good. It's pretty cold today, so I think I'll just make myself some hot tea. Please don't judge me for heating up my water in the microwave. Oh, let me show you. So I'm going to be drinking the red raspberry piccolo. It says tangy sweet taste of farm fresh raspberries, caffeine free. I'm honestly a big fan of very sweet teas, like cherry, raspberry, peach. Okay. Oh, are these the ones that say? Oh no, there's this other brand that has like little cute quotes. Yeah, I think I know I've mentioned this before. My husband is English, so controversial for some. But look, I just placed it in and it's looking pretty red already. So yeah, I was saying the plan for today is, even though it's spring break, I am still meeting with my students who I tutor this week. A lot of parents don't travel over the vacation, and so they like it when their kids continue practicing those skills so they don't forget anything they've learned in school during the break. Honestly, if you have kids or work with kids, you know that, sometimes I teach my kids something on Friday and they, over the weekend, they just forget. They come back on Monday and it's like, I never even taught them anything. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm still tutoring, even though it's vacation. And then, since I'm finally feeling better, I'm going to, I finally was able to make plans to socialize a little bit. So I'm going to be going to the movies with my husband, and so we're going to be going with our very good friends to the movies to watch Hail Mary, the one with Ryan Gosling. I heard that it's about a teacher, like a science teacher, so I'm excited for it. I think I'll be into it, and I know it also has a lot of action, which is always my husband's request. He's not a big fan of, this one doesn't make much noise. He's not a big fan of romance or drama or any other genres. He's always like, is there action? Are there explosions? Then I'm in. So hopefully there's a little bit for everyone in the movie. I know a couple of people who are reading the book, and they say the book is really good. I feel like I should have made time to read the book before going to see the movie, but right now I'm really in the heart of this one. It's not new, but I actually didn't know that Kira Cass had come up with another book after The Selection. So I read Kira Cass's The Selection series and I loved it. Oh my god, it was so good. And then I just went to a library and I saw this one on the shelf and I picked it up. I had no idea that she had published this one. It's called 1,000 Heartbeats. Look at the art. Purple and pink are my favorite colors. And look at this beautiful marbled pages. I really like that. It has a map of the setting, and the way that it's written, at least so far, is they alternate the point of view by chapter. So one chapter is told from Lennox's point of view, and then the next one by Annika. Annika is the princess in this, what could we call it? I guess in this country. And then Lennox is a young man who I guess is part of what might be the revolution. I'm still early stages in the book, so I'm not quite sure, but I'm really enjoying it. So anyway, I will be eating my avocado toast as I sip on my tea and read another chapter of my book, and then I'll go tutor my student. hang out with some friends while watching Hail Mary. So that should be a nice, relaxing day. I hope that you are having a great week, whether or not you get spring break off. And I hope you like this video. Even though it was just pretty simple, I was feeling very chatty and I haven't recorded in a while, so I missed you. So anyway, thank you for accompanying me as I made my breakfast today. I hope that you have a relaxing rest of your day or night, wherever you are.